I'm Leslie O'Hare. I am so excited to have you join us for another episode of What's on Your Mind. As you know, I stop in a city or town near you to find out what's on your mind. It's really about giving women a voice to be seen and heard, to have impromptu conversations with me. And so today I am so excited to sit down with Crystal Wimbrey. She is an author, she is an entrepreneur, an executive producer, and co-founder of 360 Films. She's a young lady who I like to call Superwoman because she does it all with grace, strength, and with a smile. Thank you so much for being here today, Crystal.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You know, I interviewed your daughters in the previous episode, Psalms and Hannah, and just amazing to have the opportunity to sit down with them and talk about the film Summer of Violence. And I know that as I referenced with them, you and your husband, Donnie Wimbrey, who is a renowned motivational speaker and also the author, I believe, of Building a Millionaire Mindset, correct? And so having the family connection and such professionals in the family, you all are intelligent, you're smart, you're go-getters. What has that drive done for you as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, an entrepreneur, and that long list of things that you do? Because you have to find a way to have balance, and you really do it with great strength and a smile. How are you able to balance all of that?
Oh, well, don't put so much pressure on yourself. I don't know if there is balance. There's some days where you can't focus on one thing because something else is a priority. You know, I used to think, balance, everything was going to be going like 100%. Some things are going to be 80 and some days are going to be 20%, you know, and you have to be okay with that because you will lose your mind, stress out, and you look up and you gotta look at what's the priority at the time. So I love, that's like one of the probably things that women we talk about is balance, because we have so many directions: wifey, mother, career, ourselves, our friends, our relationships. And so I just learned to prioritize and put my time and my efforts in what needs to be done at hand at the moment. And I wanted to piggyback on, our children. Is something that me and my husband, we decided early on that they were going to be our biggest investment. And so for us, when I look back, I'm proud of the product of what we invested in. Our children have always been, from day one, from saying, okay, they're going to go to private school. That was our biggest investment, whatever it took. To today, cultivating and nurturing their gifts and what they like to do. My son, he wants to be a pilot. He's taking pilot lessons. He's been doing it since he was 10. Yeah, so we're nurturing that. Wow. We're nurturing that gift, that interest. The girls, our daughters, they want to be actresses. Well, we're entrepreneur mindset. So we said, okay, you want to be in front of the camera, but you're going to learn how to be behind the camera and learn all the puzzles and pieces that come together to make this whole production. To learn how to be the producer, the writer, to not just be in the show, run the show.
Exactly. Yeah, be boss. And it's also teaching them the business side. Yeah. Because a lot of times people think, I just want to be an actress. I want to be a singer. But you know what? This is a business. And you are teaching them the business. Because you just never know in life sometimes. We may start off, let's use acting, for example. But we want to be an actress, and then say something happens down the line, we can't be an actor anymore. And now you're teaching them to multitask and be multifaceted in the industry. And so they can do anything they want to do within the industry, and also exploring them if they decide, I want to do something else. They have the strength and the knowledge and the education, and also they have the courage. Because I think when we teach children that, we're teaching them courage, we're teaching them how to be brave, and how to be educated and learn. We always should be educating ourselves. I can tell that through it all, with everything that you do, I see you as a very strong woman who really knows who she is and really knows your identity. Why is it important to you to really know who you are and still step up to the plate to juggle all those 10,000 balls in the air, but still remember who you are and do it with such grace?
Yeah, but I believe because you got to stay grounded because the world will shake you
Oh yeah.
and will push you down. And if you don't know who you are and know your worth and your value and have your standards and have boundaries with people and stick to it, then that will shake you. It can get the best of you, and so that's important. And I wasn't always like that. So with age and wisdom and experience, honestly, I would say I wish I knew the things in my 40s, the best years of my life, because that's when I let go, didn't sweat the small stuff. And I wish I knew now what I knew in my 20s and 30s.
Right.
So I'm already schooling my girls about don't wait till you're 40 to let the things get the best of you. Just understand who you are and your value. And it's okay. The pressures that, especially in today's society, the pressures that come with your efforts or what you want to do in the comparison. So it's a lot. It's a lot that women, just people, deal with. And you just have to just stand firm and stay in your lane. Stay in your lane and know God's path for you and be happy with that path. You don't want to be anyone else. I love that quote Katy Perry said years ago. She said, everyone else is taken. Be yourself because everyone else is taken.
That's right. I love that.
Yes.
Yes. That's so true. And staying in your own lane is so pivotal because run your own race. Because what happens when you're running and you're looking back to see what someone else is doing, you're going to lose balance, you're going to lose forward, or you're going to go off course, and you're really going to lose that focus. So really stay in the lane if we're driving. If we're driving and we're looking back, what's going to happen? It's not going to be a good outcome. So the same thing with life. So I thank you for sharing that. I want to talk about this amazing book series, Alphascripts, ABCs, and 1, 2, 3 of the Bible, right?
ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, yes.
I have to, this is the ABCs of the Bible that we have here, and this is the 1, 2, 3s of the Bible. I love it because in the books that you have, you also have sign language.
Yes,
And you've incorporated that.
Yes.
Why did you do that? Why did you incorporate the American Sign Language? Because what I love about it, it makes it versatile.
Yes.
And any child, you didn't leave anyone out. And so I love that. And it says a lot about your heart. Why was that important to you?
Well, it was important because when I studied and I did my research from writing the book, I know that this age group, sometimes it's hard to keep their attention span. So interaction is best when you're talking and teaching and reading books to children. So they're not only listening, but they're engaging. So A and B. And so it allows them to participate in what you're reading to them.
And how do you think that's helping with their cognitive skills?
Oh, that's a whole nother, exactly, the cognitive skills. I just think it's fun. I remember when because we don't have a background here in our family members or friends, but I just thought sign language was fun. I learned about it when I was younger. One of my friends was teaching me the ABCs and different words, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. So I also felt like it's good for interaction, and I thought it was something different and fun to learn.
And what are you hoping that your books, what type of impact for the parent and the child? Because there's a different impact for the child and a different impact for the children. So what are you hoping that your books really do for both of them?
Oh, gosh, train up a child. Yes. That was my whole intention. Train up a child the way they should go.
I was just going to ask about that.
Train up.
I know that's big for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and so the key to this is when we're teaching, there are automatically your ABCs, your colors, and your shapes. That's what we think of when we think of early childhood education, which is great. But I wanted to incorporate, instill in values, self-love, love for others, morals, in at the same time we're teaching their ABCs. Instead of A being for apple, A is for Abraham, right? The father of many nations, okay? B is for believer, So I was motivated to write these books because it was something that I knew when I was pregnant with my first child. I wanted to train up my children the way they should go, and that was my inspiration.
And being able to make certain that children are educated, but also their parents, and they're fun.
Yes.
It's exciting. You want to read the book and incorporating the sign language, making it, again, very versatile for children and giving them something that's fun.
Yes.
And I know the reviews on the book have been excellent. When you think about writing these books, what was your first thought when you began writing, and what was your final thought when you completed the series?
And it was fun, but it was challenging because I had to come up with the context. I needed to find a scripture in the Bible to back it up.
Yes.
from A to Z.
A lot of
Zion.
Yes.
You know, like what starts with Z. So it was actually really fun in researching and challenging myself to figure this out. Like you think, imagine when it came to U and X, you know, but they're in there, and I worked it out. So and it was fun and challenging, and I'm just excited. I'm proud of it. It's something that I felt like it was a legacy that God gave me, a gift that God gave me to leave to this world. This is one of my imprints that I will leave in the world. And like you said, it's fun, it's creative, it's crafty, it has a certain flow. And fun fact, even not too many people know this, but sign language is like one. You know, typically we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. There's even numbers in sign language. That's not the correct way to do your 1, 2, 3. Yes, and another fun fact. I
never knew that.
So I was able to incorporate sign language into the 1, 2, 3s too.
Wow. I like that, and I saw that you did incorporate that. I didn't know that there was different because we all go 1, 2, 3, like you said.
Naturally, we just 6, 7, yeah.
So see, again, you're educating, and at my age, you're educating me, so that's what I love.
So I want to know, how can viewers find you on social media, and where can they purchase this amazing book series?
Yes, ma'am. So you can go to alphascripts.com, alphascripts.com, and I even have the handle for the Instagram, Alphascripts. It's Alphascripts on Instagram and Alphascripts on Facebook. And that's where you'll be able to find it.
Fantastic. Well, this has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being on What's on Your Mind and really telling us what's on your mind. I know there's so many women and even teenage girls that will watch this and be inspired by you. Continue doing the great things that you do. Continue handling everything with grace, strength, and like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, with a smile, because I definitely consider you a superhero mom.
Thank you.
You are amazing.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Well, that's our show for today. As always, you know that you just never know what city or town I'm going to pop in to find out what's on your mind. I look forward to talking to you soon and having more conversations. And who knows, I may be interviewing you personally next time. Bye, everybody.